Hi, and welcome to the SMF November Soap Challenge. Lion Princess here, and this month I wanted to try an easy technique that can yield really lovely results. It's going to be a drop swirl with a skewered swirl down into the batter. For this technique, you have to use a loaf mold. The small 1-pound molds are perfectly fine. You must pour a single solid base color into the mold, or I will allow you to pour an in the pot base first. And if you choose to pour the in the pot, there is a limit to the amount of colors you can choose. You have your base, which can be colorless or colored with a colorant, and then you, for your ITP, can use 2 colors into the pot. So that would be a total of 3 colors, either your solid base with 2, or color the solid base and add 2. And I'll show you an example of an in the pot later on. Then for the drop swirl, you have to use a minimum of 2 colors dropped into the batter. You then need to use a skewer. These bamboo sticks work really well. You can use a straw, but no hangers. And you're going to skewer down into the mold, and you're going to make sure that you hit each soap will have a swirl within it. Now, I'm not going to be fickle. If it looks like that, well, I don't see a swirl right here necessarily, as long as you really made the attempt of skewering down into the entire batter, trying to hit every soap, it's going to be okay. There's no limit on how deep you swirl, or if it's just down one side like this, or if you go across the whole bars. And we'll get into that in just a little bit. And then you can decorate your soaps on top any way you like. I've already split my batch. I've already colored my batch. I'm worried about my camera not having enough memory and dying. I have not put in the fragrance oil yet. So let me get my goggles back on. I'm using Brambleberry's Neroli Shea Blossom. It's a slow mover and it does not discolor. So just gonna eyeball it here. And now I'm just going to whisk this in. I use 33% lye concentration. I normally do 40, but because this is a film, I really didn't want to live dangerously today and have something accelerate on me unexpectedly. This color is Spring Green from Nurture, and I have a little titanium dioxide. I like to mix it last because I find with my TD that I mix some water, it actually tends to accelerate the batter more so than mica or mica in oil. Just pour that in. This is Sky Blue Mica here from Nurture as well. And then one of my favorite blues, Klein Blue from Nurture. I use a whisk, this whisk, for all micas, all colorants, and all fragrances, so I don't thicken my batter up too much. So now I'm just going to pour my base into, here, let me move these cups. Now I'm just going to drop in any pattern. Let's see. Titanium dioxide. Sky Blue. pour some dots. And see if I can kind of pour this right in the middle. Push it down in there. And one more time. Still pretty fluid. This is a really good fragrance for doing swirls. It's good enough for me. Okay, now you're going to take your skewer or your straw and on there. That's really fluid still. I'm only going to go down about halfway down the mold in depth. You can go all the way down or stay closer to the top. As I said, you can skewer, let's see, go down and go all the way across like that. You can just go down the side like that. When I get to the other end, I just turn it around. Let's see. And that's about all there is to it. Now you can decorate your tops any way you like. And let's see, I'm a little concerned about trying to decorate the tops with how fluid it is. I'm scared it's going to kind of plummet down. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this. I'm going to have to let this sit for probably 5 or 10 minutes, and then I'll do a little design on the top, and I will have cut pictures on the SMF Soap Challenge thread after this sets up. I'm going to also film using an in the pot swirl base as opposed to the solid green, and so you understand a little bit more about what I'm talking about with that. And don't forget, if you have any questions, feel free to post them to the thread, and I will be back in a little bit. Thanks.